From the Supreme Court of the Philippines, here's the latest. The 2025 bar examinations officially kicked off Sunday, September 7 and Wednesday, September 10, 2025 at 14 local testing centers across the country. On day 1, a total of 11,437 candidates took the test, marking the highest first-day turnout in bar history. 2025 Bar Examinations Chairperson, Associate Justice Ami Lazaro Javier, made the announcement at the University of Santo Tomas, the 2025 Bar's national headquarters. Justice Javier also shared words of encouragement to the examinees, offering prayers for them and encouraging them to continue aiming for excellence and finishing strong. On day 2, Justice Javier, Chief Justice Alexander Gesmundo, Senior Associate Justice Marvic Leonen, and other Associate Justices of the Supreme Court visited different testing centers across the country. The last day of the bar is on Sunday, September 14. In a recent decision, the SC has ruled that a public institution must vacate the land it occupies if it lacks permission from the rightful owner and the owner has a better right of possession. In a penencia by Senior Associate Justice Marvic Leonen, the SC 2nd Division ordered the Department of Education or DepEd to vacate and return a parcel of land to its owner, Princess Joama Marcosa Caleda, whom the SC found to have proven her better right to the property. Her land title was valid and accurately described the land, unlike the school's deed of sale, which referred to an adjacent lot. The SC emphasized that while the government can take private property for public use through its power of eminent domain, this must be done through proper legal proceedings and with payment of just compensation. Because no expropriation process was initiated in this case, the school could not retain the land simply by offering to pay for it. In another case, the SC has clarified that disputes involving condominium contracts should be decided by the Human Settlements Adjudication Commission, formerly known as the Housing and Land Use Regulatory Board, and not by the Regional Trial Court or RTC. The SC's 3rd Division, through the penencia of Associate Justice Henry John Paul Inting, nullified the RTC's ruling that held Vivian M. Kadungog and Sung Ha Jung civilly liable to each other over a contract to sell involving a condominium unit. The SC explained that while civil liability can be decided in a criminal case, this does not apply when the liability arises from a contract, such as the civil dispute between Kadungog and Sung, which stemmed from their contract to sell. On Tuesday, September 9, Chief Justice Alexander Gesmundo paid tribute to Metrobank Foundation Inc.'s or MBFI's 2025 Outstanding Filipinos, who are exemplars in public service. 4 educators, 3 police officers, and 3 soldiers whose commitment to service reflects the highest ideals of integrity, service, and excellence were given recognition. Chief Justice Gesmundo congratulated this year's awardees and emphasized that their work and lives demonstrate that nation-building happens not in grand gestures, but in daily acts of dedication, compassion, and quiet, unrelenting resolve. Joining him were Justices Rodil Zalameda, Jose Midas Marquez, and Maria Filomena Singh. The conferment ceremony for this year's awards was held on September 5, 2025. Justice Alfreda Benjamin Caguiwa chaired the final board of judges. The MBFI is the Metrobank Group's corporate social responsibility arm. On Thursday, September 11, the Judicial and Bar Council and the Integrated Bar of the Philippines signed a Memorandum of Agreement renewing their partnership towards upholding integrity and excellence in the JBC's recruitment, selection, and nomination processes at the SC Session Hall. The partnership aims to ensure that only the most competent and morally upright candidates are recommended for the positions in the Judiciary, Office of the Ombudsman, Deputy Ombudsman and Special Prosecutor, and the Legal Education Board. Honorable Erlinda Piñera Uy, JBC regular member representing the Integrated Bar of the Philippines, signed on behalf of the JBC, while IBP National President Attorney Alan G. Panolong signed on IBP's behalf. Chief Justice Alexander Gesmundo and JBC members Congresswoman Jerbil Luistro, former SC Associate Justice Jose Mendoza, and Professor Nisaura Ferme served as witnesses. The Judicial and Bar Council, or JBC, on Thursday announced the schedule of public interviews for the position of Court of Tax Appeals Presiding Justice to replace Honorable Roman Del Rosario, who will mandatorily retire on October 6, 2025. 8 candidates will be interviewed on September 22 and 23, 2025. The public may submit their complaint, report, or opposition until September 22, 2025. Finally, also on Thursday, Chief Justice Alexander Gesmundo administered the oath of office to officers of the Philippine Muslim Judges Association, or PMJA, at the Supreme Court in Manila. Headed by their president, Court of Appeals Associate Justice Edil Wasif Badiri, the officers are the first regular elected officers since the establishment of the PMJA in July 2024. The PMJA endeavors to establish a platform for facilitating collaboration among judges of the Sharia and regular courts in the Philippines, with emphasis on Muslim concerns and Sharia law within the national legal framework. You are now up to date with the Philippine Supreme Court. I am Tiffany Double Supreme Court Information Officer.